Episode 181.
It's 2 o'clock. I should log off too.
So Mu Cheng said.
How did you level this character up so fast?
Yeah, so Ma Cheng shouldn't have had that much time to level an alt, yet her Wind Dancer was stubbornly keeping pace with Lord Grimm. Her level was not a single step behind.
Then don't you worry about it.
So Mu Cheng logged off, humming a little tune.
Still running the dungeon.
Changru asked. At level 30 now, Frost Forest was completely off their list. But we can still scrape some experience from the burial grounds. Then there's the new 30-level dungeon, the one, Line Gorge, for levels 30 to 33. This dungeon is also a 5-player instance, just like the Glazed Lands, with a daily limit of 3 runs. After hitting level 30 yesterday, Yi Xiu and the others had already gone to clear it for the first time. The initial 3 attempts were clumsy, which naturally sparked a sense of challenge in Tang Rou. Right now, I'm quite interested in taking a stroll through the First Line Canyon.
No rush. Let's browse the market. You're level 30 now. Time to start keeping an eye out for gear. When it comes to gear, higher level doesn't always mean better. A true master knows how to select gear that complements their tactical style. Speed stats like movement and attack aren't always a case of the faster, the better. Too much speed can be hard to control, and often backfires. For a true expert, the goal isn't the best gear, but the gear that fits you best. The power of custom gear isn't just about its stats, being a full tier above orange equipment. More importantly, it's custom-tailored, specifically adapted to its user's playstyle. Take this Myriad Manifestations umbrella in my hand, for example. Without sufficient gaming experience, you can't unleash its full potential. As for weapons, for the average player, weapon choice naturally prioritizes raw attack power, but for true experts, attack power is just a number. It doesn't affect how a player actually wields the weapon. The weapon attributes that truly affect a player's performance are attack speed, length, weight, and so on. These attributes, whether quantified or not, will all manifest in actual combat. For example, if I gave you a battle spear with twice the attack power of your current one, but its length would be reduced by a third. So, do you think your strength has increased or decreased?
Yi Xiu paused his explanation and suddenly turned to Tang Rou with a question. Tang Rou was taken aback by the question. Whether this was a strength or a weakness, she couldn't yet judge. But at least she now understood the principle Yi Xiu was trying to convey. The higher your skill, the more keenly you can perceive the difference in feel when wielding weapons of different makes.
From my perspective as an observer, I can only offer some advice. The final choice, however, that's something you'll have to weigh and experience for yourselves. So, extensive weapon testing is absolutely essential. Should you seek the most fitting gear to arm yourself, or change your own style to adapt to a complete set? In the end, the decision is yours to make.
As they walked, the two of them kept talking. Eventually, the 3 characters arrived together at Kangji City. Compared to Bowles Town, Kangji City was on a whole different scale. This is one of Glory's official main cities. It's the first major hub players reach after leveling up, making it the primary gathering spot for low to mid-level adventurers. From level 30 onward, players start to care about their gear, and the trading market gradually opens up around this time. The World Channel was buzzing with players shouting to buy and sell. From the moment you entered Empty City, you could see players setting up stalls everywhere, but many of their prices were set way too high. The new server has a lot of new players. While they might be inexperienced, they're not stupid. Fools who sell top-tier gear for scrap prices are still pretty rare. Most people, when they don't understand an item's value, will wait and watch. They'll survey the market, ask around for information. Tang Rou and Steamed Bun Invasion stared at the listed prices, their tongues hanging out. They'd reached level 30 without ever hitting a major windfall. Aside from quest rewards, it was just monster drops. All loose change they'd scraped together. Even now, they didn't have more than 10 gold coins on them. Buying potions and such was always done in silver. In the starter village, the lowest grade health and mana potions are sold for 1 silver coin each. 1 gold coin equals 100 silver coins. 10 gold coins would buy a lot of these potions, enough to last quite a while, but for a player at level 30, these lowest tier potions was already quite outdated. For Tangru and Steamed Bun Invasion, scraping together this small sum along the way was no small feat. Their skills were top-notch, allowing them to dodge most attacks through sheer technique. Otherwise, for a regular newbie, the meager earnings from quests and drops would be completely eaten up by potions. Without getting into the equipment flipping business, you'll never get rich. 10 gold coins. That puts you squarely in the patet bourgeoisie of this crowd. Yeshio sized up a few of the stalls. He noticed that while trading was starting to pick up, the market for items above level 30 was still pretty thin. The reason was simple: level 30 was still the domain of a select few, while the majority of players were still striving to reach it. Stalls were already plentiful, but most were set up by players below level 30, just copying what they'd seen others do. Most of the gear they were selling wasn't even level 30. Unless a piece of gear has some truly unique stat, players won't give it a second glance. As for Tangru and Steamed Bun Invasion, they at least kept an eye on gear that matched their level. Anything below level 30 was ignored. Only items above level 30 got a second, more discerning look.
So expensive.
Seeing the price tags on the gear, the two of them couldn't help but sigh repeatedly. A single ordinary blue piece of level 30 gear cost 10 gold, their entire savings. And the class-specific sets are even more expensive, ranging from 20 to 40 gold per piece. Why such a huge difference? Because while Glory's 24 classes are well balanced, their unique traits mean some are just more popular with players. Take the Swordsman, for example, or the Sharpshooter. These two classes have the largest player base in Glory, and that holds true even in new servers. More players means more demand for gear, and that drives the price up. If that's the case for gear, then weapons are even more so. A single level 30 blue weapon typically costs between 30 and 50 gold. Again, it all comes down to class differences. As for purple weapons, their prices were soaring past 100 gold, with some top-tier ones even rocketing toward the 200 gold mark. Most of these prices were actually quite fair. After all, a large portion of the players who've reached level 30 are seasoned veterans from the major guilds, and they're the ones setting the market trends. Even the newer players who had pushed hard to reach level 30 followed their lead, with few making wild, arbitrary offers.
How long would it take to save up for a single weapon?
Better to just earn points in the arena.
Bunny Invasion was still using the level 25 Deathclaw he'd gotten from the arena.
If you don't bind it, you can always sell the gear later.
In Glory, equipment in the regular servers can be bound. Once bound, it won't drop on death, but it also can't be traded. Once you apply for binding, it can't be undone. So during the leveling phase, hardly any players bother binding their gear. Everyone figures they can just sell their old gear on the market after they've outgrown it. But for that very reason, low-level gear gets produced but never consumed. Once it floods the market, the price plummets. Take the oldest server, District 1, for example. The gear that Tangru and Steamed Bun Invasion are so impressed by now would have been 10 times cheaper back then. And a lot of people couldn't be bothered to sell them, just dumping them at the system shop to be done with it.
So, what do we need to buy now?
Weapons.
After observing Feng Har's performance 3 times, Yeshu didn't want to pin all his hopes on this bit, part player's improvement. In the end, he decided it was wiser to invest in better gear. Where would I get the money? Changrao had already spotted a purple battle spear earlier, priced at 120 gold coins. The blue battle spears were much cheaper, all around 40 gold coins. But a blue one is on par with the level 25 purple spear she already has, so there's no point in swapping. If she's going to upgrade, it has to be to a purple spear costing over 100 gold.
Money's not an issue. Take your time and pick a good weapon. If you're comfortable with your current weapon, you could choose the level 30 Crimson Moon spear. It's nearly identical in length and weight to what you're holding now.
Alright, I'll go take a look. I'll pay you back later.
Hey, just buy me a pack of smokes.
I'll get you one when I get paid.
Chang Ru was frustrated to hear that. She was broke. All her money had been lost to Ye Xiu.
Meet you.
Ye Xiu then turned to Steamed Bun Invasion and said,
Of course.
Steamed Bun Invasion was absolutely delighted.
Bao Zi, go pick out the weapon. It's on me. Then I'll go take a look. Steamed Bun Invasion didn't stand on ceremony.
He had gaming experience. While it wasn't in glory, he could apply what he knew to many other areas. In his eyes, Ye Xiu wasn't even on the same level. That guy was a pro, a true master. Giving gear to a newbie. That's a pretty common practice, so no need to stand on ceremony.